Hello guys, it's me Butterfly Spirit 314. So guys, I'm making this video for people out there who need to go to a social security office and they need to get a replacement social security card. So I had the experience where I've been decluttering around my house and one of the things I was looking for was my social security card. And unfortunately, I was not able to find my social security card in my house. So, guys, what I ended up doing was I ended up going online to find out how I can get a replacement social security card. The last time my social security card was replaced was when my dad actually had to get a replacement card for me. And so I don't know like the process that he went through. I think he just went to a social security office and he was able to get it for me, you know. But that has been like years and years and years and years ago. So I went through the process of getting a social security card and I'm going to tell you how I did it. So, for starters, if you need to get a social security card, I know many of you would like to just go walk into a social security office near you if you live in the US and you would like to go and just walk in and get it. You can't just do that. In order to get a replacement social security card, what you have to do is you actually have to go through the process of scheduling an appointment to get your social security card. There are some people who walk in to social security offices and they will wait all day and they may not even get a chance to see anybody at the social security office. Okay. The reason you want to get an appointment to get your social security card is because the preference goes to people who have an appointment over the people who are just sitting there in the lobby waiting. Okay. So if you're somebody who just walks in and you're waiting, you might be waiting 8 hours and there might be hundreds of people waiting there with you. Okay. And you don't want to do that. Okay. You want to make sure that you are the person who they're going to give priority to. So you want to get an appointment. Okay. So how do you get an appointment? What you're going to do when it comes to getting an appointment is that you will need to actually go on to the Social Security website. You have to fill out a questionnaire that's going to ask you to fill it out so they know the reason that what you need from the Social Security Administration, which is like a small little questionnaire, okay? And then after you do that, then they're going to tell you that you have to log into ilogin.gov or some other government website, okay? And then what you're going to do is that you'll have to fill out the online application. Now, you could print out the Social Security application and then fill that out. Now, you will need to have information, personal information, basically your first name, last name, middle name, your address. You're going to need to know your parents' first and last names. You're going to need to know if they have a middle name or not. You're going to need to know, you may need to know their date of birth. You may need to know their social security numbers as well. If you don't know them, I think you can check unknown, but you just want to make sure you have a lot of the information. And stuff. You're going to need to have a lot of personal information to fill it out. Okay. So you could do the paper application part. Now, there's also the option you can just submit the application information online, which is what I did. So it's the same information you fill out on the paper application, same thing. So when you submit the information online, then they give you the option of being able to schedule an appointment. Okay, after you've submitted the application information for your social security card. Okay. So when it comes to the appointment, you get to choose the location that's nearest to you. You just plug in your zip code and they'll tell you the office that's nearest to you. And I basically chose the one closest to me, but if you search like another zip code in your area, they may say you can go to a different office. It really just depends on which one you choose. Okay. My advice is look up the reviews for the office that they're telling you to go to so you know what to expect. Okay. Now, when I actually I picked an appointment, so I ended up going on March 12th. My appointment was at 1:20. When I actually showed up to the office, I showed up early. You don't want to show up early to your appointment. Okay, I showed up like 30 minutes early thinking I could just walk in, everything would go faster. No. You want to show up closer to your appointment time, maybe like 5 or 10 minutes before your appointment time, because if not, you'll just be sitting there waiting up until close to your appointment time, okay, at the office. And if you don't have a book to read or any kind of thing to keep your attention, like a gaming system or something like that, or your phone, you're going to get bored, okay? So you might want to, just go 5 or 10 minutes before your appointment time. Just show up at that time. Understand you are going to have to go through a checkpoint. So, you're going to have to go through one of those things where through a metal detector and all that. So you want to make sure if you're wearing any metal, try to minimize the amount of metal you're wearing. If you have to wear a belt, fine. If you're wearing a necklace, fine. But don't take any weapons or anything like that into the office. Don't do that. Okay. I wouldn't recommend taking a taser or taking any kind of other kind of lethal weapons that you might have, that you might conceal if you have any. I would not recommend doing that. Okay. I would not recommend that. Okay. So, anyway, just throwing it out there for those of you. Okay. So, once you go through the checkpoint and stuff, then of course, they're going to ask you if you have an appointment. You say yes. They're going to look and see if your name's on the list. If it is, they'll check you off the list or whatever. Okay. Now, there are some people who go in the Social Security office, like I said earlier, and they'll wait all day for an appointment and they may not be seen. You don't want to be that person. What you want to do is you want to make sure you have an appointment because you'll be given priority. When I was there waiting, there were people that were pissed off that I was actually, that when it came close to my appointment time, that I got to go back and talk to Social Security people because I had an appointment. And for them, they had been waiting there pretty much all day. So they had been waiting there for hours. Whereas I was there for like 30 minutes and I was able to basically go back and talk to Social Security people. Now, when I went in there, because I submitted my information online, that allowed me to be able to actually, to basically go back and talk to the Social Security person. What I did was I just went in, showed my current driver's license. Your driver's license has to be unexpired. I ended up taking like my birth certificate and all that, but you don't really need that, you know. But if you don't have that, try to look online and find other information you can submit, in order to get the Social Security card. You know what I mean? So just make sure you do your due diligence before you go in there. But pretty much it was pretty swift. Once my appointment time came, it was like I was in there talking to Social Security lady probably about like 5 minutes. And then I was walked out. The lady told me it would take she told me it would take 2 weeks for me to get my Social Security card. Actually, my Social Security card came in the mail today. Today's Saturday. My appointment was on March 12th. And I got my Social Security card, just got it this Saturday. So it was like maybe took like a week and 2 days. And my Social Security card came in the mail. But they will tell you it might take about 2 weeks. Online, it'll say your Social Security card, it could take about, if you submit it online, it could take about 4 weeks or something like that. So, you might not necessarily want to go the complete online route. Okay. So you just want to be careful. Make sure everything you say on the paper application or online is truthful, because if you don't give them the real information, it could be consequences to that legally. So you don't want to do that. All right. So just wanted to tell you guys about how I went about getting my Social Security card and how mine came in like a week and 2 days. And I really hope this helps some of you guys out there to save you some time. I know this video is like maybe 9 minutes or 10 minutes almost, but it's worth it, compared to the headache that might happen. All right. Thanks for watching.